Welcome. Let us know about Udupi Sri Krishna. This mutt was found by one of the greatest saints, Srila Madhava charya, in the 13th century. It is about 56 kilometers from Mangalore and can be easily reached by train, buses or taxis. Udupi got its name from the word Udupa, which means he who carries the moon on his head, which refers to Lord Shiva. Lord Krishna was born in Mathura, spent his childhood in Vrindavan, and then ruled from Dwarka. All happened in the northern parts of India. But how did he come to Udupi in South India? This enchanting story explains it. As Lord Krishna's own mother, Devaki, was in prison, she could not enjoy the childhood of Krishna. In Dwarka, she expressed her desire to see Krishna as a kid. Krishna took the form of a child again for some time to fulfill his mother's wish. He played with her and performed his famous childhood pranks of stealing butter. The entire pranks of Krishna was witnessed by his mother and wife Rukmini. Rukmini fell in love with this child form called Balakrishna. She requested the famous architect Vishwakarma to make an idol of Balakrishna. He created a gorgeous one using Shaligram stone. The idol of baby Krishna is holding a churning rod on the right hand and a rope on the left hand. This representation of Lord Krishna can be seen only in Udupi. This idol was worshipped by Rukmini every day. After many years, when Lord Krishna left the world, Arjuna cremated his body and buried this statue of Balakrishna in Rukmini Vana, which later got submerged in the flood that engulfed Dwarka. The deity was concealed within a large mass of clay for many years. In the 13th century, some sailors came upon this huge land mass, loaded it into their ship to be used as ballast to balance the ship. One day, the ship got caught in a storm. The saint Anandatirtha was performing his daily morning prayers on the shore of Malpe beach. He saw the ship which was caught in the storm. He used his divine powers and pulled the ship to the shore with his Angavastram, a towel worn on top of dhoti. As a gesture of gratitude, the captain of the ship asked Anandatirtha to take anything he wanted from the ship. The saint chose the rocky ballast as his gift. The rock had chipped off in a few parts and revealed the idol of Balakrishna. Anandatirtha scooped up the idol, bathed it in the temple pond, and then installed it as per rituals, thus creating the famous Udupi Sri Krishna temple. Anandatirtha was later called as Madhava charya and was credited as the founder of this Sri Krishna temple in Udupi. Since the Udupi Krishna is the child form of the Lord, the place is also called as the Mathura of South India. Udupi Sri Krishna temple is surrounded by temple pond, a few mutts, a Kalyana Mantapa and a Goshala. The actual darshan of the Lord is through a grilled window known as the Navagraha Kitiki or Kanakanna Kindi. The interesting story behind this is, initially Madhvacharya placed the Balakrishna idol facing the east as per the norm. When Kanakadasa, an ardent devotee, came to Udupi to get the blessings of his Lord, he was denied entry to the temple as he belonged to a lower caste. Kanakadasa sat in front of the temple and prayed to the Lord. Lord Krishna was so pleased with his devotion, decided to bless him with a glimpse of his idol. The Balakrishna idol, which was facing the east, magically turned to face the west. The walls cracked open and gave darshan to Kanakadasa. Since then, a proper window was constructed in the place where the cracks appeared, and this window was called Kanakanna Kindi, which means Kanaka's window. Even today, the idol of Udupi Krishna faces the west. The window has 9 squares, each dedicated to the 9 planets. Also, the window is covered on all sides with silver plating and has carvings of 10 avatars of Lord Vishnu. The entire shrine has been recently fitted with a stunning roof called the Swarna Gopuram. At one end of the hall, which is called the Chandrasala hall, we can see the statue of Hanuman. At the other end, the statue of Sri Madhava charya. They say that the bells in the hall are very unique, and when they are rung, it feels as if they are chanting Krishna, Krishna. The temple also serves free lunch and dinner in the community dining hall to all the devotees. These free meals from the temple are also served to various school kids in the surroundings. Another fascinating story related to this lord is a sage called Sri Vadiraja went on a pilgrimage to North India. He came upon a burial spot of a young boy who is the son of the Sultan of that place. He brought out the boy alive from his grave with his spiritual powers. The Sultan was extremely happy and grateful and gifted the sage with huge wealth and requested him to use it for the temple. The sage accepted it and brought it to the Udupi Sri Krishna temple and buried it. A shrine of Lord Subramanya was built over it for its protection. It is said that the treasure is to be used only when the temple runs out of funds to feed the people. There is a hall of samadhis called Brindavana, can be found opposite to the Subramanya shrine. It holds the mortal remains of the learned scholars of the Udupi Sri Krishna Mutt. There are two powerful Shiva temples inside the Mutt, the Anantishwara and Chandramaulishwara temples. Both are older than the Krishna temple itself. Sage Madhavacharya disappeared while giving a discourse in Anantishwara temple. His mortal remains were never found. It is said that he suddenly disappeared. All that was seen was a shower of flowers. Many disciples went in search of him but never found him. It is believed that he still lives in the Himalayas. The Anantishwara deity in this temple is very unique one, as it is a representation of both Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva. There is an ancient story which says when King Ramabhoja performed a penance for Lord Parashurama here, the Lord Shiva had appeared to him in the form of Anantishwara. Right in front of the Anantishwara temple is the Chandramaulishwara temple. Lord Shiva forgave the moon god and released him from the curse of Daksha in this place. So he is called as Chandramaulishwara. The devotees usually visit these two temples before visiting the Udupi Sri Krishna temple. Udupi has 3 chariots. The biggest one is called the Brahma Ratha, and that is reserved for the Lord Krishna. The second chariot is called as Garuda Ratha, which carries the idol of Lord Hanuman. And the last chariot is called as Mahapuja Ratha, and it carries the deities from Chandramaulishwara and Anantishwara temples. The 3-chariot festival is generally celebrated for 3 days around Makara Sankranti in January, the day that the Lord was installed in the temple by Sri Madhavacharya. The chariots are hand-pulled by the devotees around the temple complex. Udupi Sri Krishna temple's rituals are centered around the life of child Krishna. It begins with waking him up, giving him a bath, playing with him, offering him curds, singing to him and putting him to sleep. He is even taken for a ride in a palanquin around the temple in the evening. There are around 14 pujas centered around his day. The pujas start from 5:30 in the morning and ends at 8:50 p.m. in the night. The last puja is a beautiful ceremony of putting Krishna to sleep in a cradle, and a lullaby is sung to him. Dress code. Men should be dressed in full pants, dhoti or kurta pajamas. Women can be in sari, salwar kameez, jeans with long tops and dupatta. Udupi Sri Krishna temple is a traditionally maintained temple. The divine presence of Krishna fills the devotees with a calm and a contented feeling. May you all stay blessed with Krishna's grace. Hope this video was useful to each one of you in some way. This is Kavitha Venkata signing off. Thank you.